Hello everyone, Namaste, welcome to Gurudatta Farms. Today we're going to do a video on the beautiful fenugreek that we have planted. It's also known as Methi. It's not just a herb or a vegetable, it's packed with nutrition. To tell you some of the benefits of Methi, it helps you with digestion. It also boosts immunity. Especially when the child is born, they give Methi to the mother for milk production. So there are numerous benefits of Methi and it's like very tasty. So I'm going to show you some tips of how we have grown this, how are we harvesting, and then I'll show you a quick recipe of how to make this. If you see this patch of Methi or fenugreek that we have planted, we planted the fenugreek seeds, so you soak them overnight and then just plant them. You don't have to put any compost, there are no chemicals, it's 100% naturally grown. We didn't even put any organic fertilizer or any fungicide, pesticide, nothing. We planted the seeds, and what we do in our garden is all the waste from the house and the leaves that we collect, we put it on a pile and let it decompose. So that compost then we apply to the patch, to the whole soil before we plant. So that is the only thing that we have used. So it's homegrown compost that we have made. I'll give you a quick tip. If you're growing Methi at the back of your house, it grows very nicely in open soil. It can grow nicely in pots. It grows very nicely in the potting bags. So you can grow literally Methi anywhere, wherever you have space. And it grows very nicely, specifically in winter when the temperatures are slightly cool. Another tip I want to give you is when you harvest the fenugreek or Methi, you need to harvest it slightly above the base. So I'm going to show you now. So you harvest it slightly above the base like this. You don't harvest it from the roots. Why do we do that? If you harvest it like this, it will regrow from that stem and you can take multiple harvests. So you plant it once and you can at least take 3 or 4 harvests of this Methi. So I'm going to harvest some of the fenugreeks. You can even eat this raw. So you can just take some leaves, put it in your mouth. It's bitter in taste, but I'm telling you, it's packed with nutrition. So some people can eat it as salad in raw, or you can mix it with your salad, or you can make a vegetable. So I'm going to share a quick recipe for that as well. You see how nicely it's coming out? So you see I have harvested from here, and you will see that this I have removed it slightly above the base. So this fenugreek is going to regrow again. This is one way of harvesting. Another way of harvesting is, now this fenugreek is slightly big, so you can remove it directly from the soil with its roots, and then you have to clean it. So these are the 2 methods in which you can harvest your fenugreek. If your fenugreek is young and it's the first harvest, I would recommend take it slightly above the base and harvest it so you can get multiple harvests. And then when it's nicely grown and you have taken couple of harvests, then you can remove it directly from the soil. So I'll show you some. So this is how you harvest it from the roots, and this is what you get it in the market as well. So these are the 2 ways. And fenugreek, the only way to harvest is hand harvest, so you have to use your hands to harvest the fenugreek. So I'm going to harvest some more and then I'll show you. So you see how lush green and fresh this fenugreek is. And you can even, I'll show you how to clean this, but you can even use the stem, and if you bend, this is one way of checking if it's tender or not. You see, it's so fresh. And then I've harvested some, as I told you, from the little above the base, and then this one I've harvested from the roots. So these are the two ways in which you can harvest. So now let's see how we clean the fenugreek vegetable, and then I'll show you a quick recipe of it. You see how nice and green this is, 100% natural, organically grown. And I'm going to share with you how we clean this if you want to make a vegetable or if you want to use it in salad. Another quick tip for the farmers, if they are producing fenugreek and if they have to send it to the market, we harvest it like this, and then you have to dip this into a bucket of water so all the soil gets cleaned, and then we pack it. Also make sure that only the roots are dipped in the water, not the leaves, otherwise the vegetable will start rotting. If you want the vegetable to look fresh, or even if you are using it for salad and you want it to be fresh, you just dip the roots, the tip of the roots slightly into the water, and it will stay fresh and green. This is also a tip that you can use for coriander as well. So coriander, if you harvest or you get it, like we put flowers in a flower pot, take a bowl or a vase with water, little bit of water, so that only the roots are dipped in the water, and then you see how fresh it stays. Comment me if you have tried that and if it works. So quickly, let's see how we clean this. So I'm going to take one stem at a time. So this is called the fenugreek stem. I'm going to take one at a time. What you have to do is, you just don't have to take leaves. You have to take the stem, slightly the stem as well, because the stem also has a lot of nutrition. So you harvest it like this, slightly with the stem. And if the stem is nice and tender, you can even take a couple of cuts of the stem as well. Now you think this one, you're going to throw it, right? I will tell you another tip of how you can use it. If you have chickens in your house, we have a lot of chickens on our farm. So when we harvest and we clean the fenugreek, we give these sticks to our ducks and chicken, and they love it, and it's also very nutritious for them. Another tip is, if you want to make your compost at home, you can use this as your kitchen waste, and it will help you to get your organic compost as well. So you see, right from the seeds, even the fenugreek seeds, they have so much benefits. So whenever you're making any vegetable or any curry, throw in a couple of fenugreek seeds in your curry or in your vegetable in the oil. What it does, it will help you in digestion. So the fenugreek seeds are also having a lot of benefits. The leaves and the stems are having a lot of benefits, and even the waste of the plant, you can use it. So I'm going to wash it nicely, the fenugreek that I've cleaned. And if you see, I've used this basket that has a lot of holes. So what happens is, when you clean, all the water gets drained out and you can wash the vegetable nicely. See, now the fire is on. I have kept an iron pan on the fire. Cooking on the iron pan also has a lot of benefits. So you can make fenugreek vegetable with very basic ingredients. It doesn't take a lot of time. It doesn't need a lot of ingredients for it. So I'm going to share with you quickly. So here I have taken the washed fenugreek. Here we have garlic and chili. I have grinded it into a paste. You can also use it whole if you want. And then here I have taken dal. This is the moong dal. So you can use moong dal. This is optional, but moong dal is very good for proteins. So if you want to combine nutrition and you want to add a bit of protein, then you can add this dal to the vegetable, which I'm going to do. And then oil and salt. These are the only ingredients that you need to make this vegetable. So I'm going to put a little bit of oil. put a little bit of chili and garlic paste. You give it a nice stir for a minute. And then you put this fresh fenugreek. And then you put the dal. And I'm going to add a little bit of salt. Give it a nice mix. So you see, the moment you add salt, it releases water, and the trick of seeing how the vegetable is cooked is, we have added dal. So the moment the dal is cooked in the water of the vegetable, you don't have to add anything extra, then your vegetable is cooked. So it takes around 10 to 15 minutes. There's an option of either putting a lid or letting it cook open, but make sure that the fire is a bit low. And there's another thing that you can do. Instead of dal, you can, if you are not allergic, you can add ground peanuts. Like roast the peanuts, grind it, and then you can add it. So that's another alteration that you can do in this vegetable. But trust me, it tastes delicious and it's full of nutrition. Our fenugreek vegetable is now ready, ready to be served. You can eat it with roti or with chapati, or you can eat it with jowar roti, bajra roti, or you can have it with rice and dal. So, or you can just have it like that. I hope you liked our video on fenugreek. If you have liked it and you have planted fenugreek and you have some more tips, please do put it in the comment box. Do like our channel, subscribe to our channel to see more videos. Also comment on what kind of videos would you like to see. Thank you so much. Have a